Hello and welcome, this is Mercenary and we're back with some more BattleTech. In the last video we completed another mission in the Kimi system, and it is tempting to take the last contract that's here. There is one more that I could take, but honestly there's some work that I want to do on mechs, and I think it'd be a good idea to spend that time traveling. And we do have a contract here on weldry we could take that has a travel time of 18 days. I think we could get a few things done in that amount of time. So let's go ahead and go to the mech bays and look at what I would like to do. So first thing, we have to repair the commando. That shouldn't take too long. Yeah, 1 day and 3,000 C-bills. That's not too bad. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, that's not really high priority, so I'll just keep it where it is for right now. I also want to possibly refit the trebuchet. As I noted in the last battle, we ended up running out of ammo. And that's going to be a real problem for the trebuchet. So, in that regard, I think I may redesign it to have a little bit more ammo so that that doesn't happen. What I might do is strip out a medium laser and add in 1 more ton of ammo. So, that's the game plan. That should give us a little bit more endurance. Now, the downside of making this change is we have less close-range firepower. So if they come at my trebuchet and are able to get in on it, we won't have much firepower to put against them. And if we run out of ammo, we won't really have much as a backup. Currently, with the way the trebuchet would have been with the 3 medium lasers, if we run out of ammo, we still have 3 medium lasers, which is decent firepower. But I really think having more LRM ammo is going to be more valuable to us. So I'm going to make this change, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see how much it's going to cost. It's only going to take, what, 1 day? That's not too bad. And it's only going to take a little bit of time. So that's not a big deal. Go ahead and do that.
Right.
And as far as the priority goes, I'll go ahead and put the trebuchet up. So if we do that travel, all of these things will happen. The repairs will happen, the refitting of the trebuchet and Shadowhawk will happen, so we'll be ready to go. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. And let's get going. So first, let's go to the Mech Warriors and see if we have any leveling up to do. Now I have to consider the time frame. When are we going to have our financial stuff? In 10 days. All right, so that will strike. So the only one I should level up, if I'm going to level anybody up, is my own character, because I don't get paid. So I think we continue with the piloting, because I would like to get this attribute. It will really help in the hit and run tactics. And let's see. So we get more max sprint, and we get more base melee. But that's not really what we're going for. It can help in certain circumstances, obviously, but really, I'm looking to get this skill. So let's confirm that.
Training complete.
And just to get an idea,
Orders. Standing by.
Jalopy did get enough to possibly level up. So what I want to work on for her is to get her to have the bulwark trait, as I think that's pretty important if you're going to be support. That way, if they are able to target you, you have good defense, as they could sensor lock your support mechs. Okay, so good there.
Yes, Commander.
I could get him gunnery skills, so that might be what we end up doing.
Commander.
And you have enough points to level up. I'll probably start giving you more guts. I'm not going to do it yet, but I just want to see what it does. So more overheat threshold. Okay. All right, well, as I said, let's get that contract. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this one, I think. So one man's art, a restoration philanthropist, is a patron of the arts here in Weldry. A favored painter has been accused of heresy by the system's religious police. These zealots are propped up by foreign directorate agents. He'll be extradited to face trial and likely execution in directorate territory. Can't allow that to happen. But we don't want to incur reprisal from the religious leaders. That's where you come in. Locate the painter, rescue him, And at the personal request of the patron, recover the painting that started this whole mess. Okay, so this is a recovery mission. This is the first time we've ever done this type of mission, and we're in Highlands. Okay, Commander, I don't pretend to understand what's so offensive about this painting, but they take that sort of thing seriously out here. As for retrieving the painting, apparently it's worth even more after all this controversy. Of course it is. Alright, so, salvage is alright. Money is pretty low, so I might go more on the salvage when we negotiate here. Not for reputation, though. So 2 and 11, or 3 and 14. Oh, okay, we have Kameo Rano here. My friend, the time is here once again. House Rano needs help, and you're the best position to lend it to us. We appreciate everything you've done for us, and as such, we're prepared to reward you generously for your service. So again, I'm going to go more for the salvage than for the money, because the money's not good with this mission. So that seems to be the better reward. All right, let's accept it.
Calculating course now.
And we'll start our travels. Okay, so the ship upgrade's going to happen while we're en route. It should pause when that happens, but if it doesn't, I'll be ready to pause it. Oh, here we go with the jump. Oh, here we go. Temporary improvements. Gang arrives at the morning briefing in a foul mood. Commander, if one more pilot shows up to complain that their favorite mech isn't ready, I'm going to pitch someone out an airlock. Darius intervenes. How about we draft some of them to actually help? It might be educational for them and useful for you. Dr. Murad has been deep in thought. The Argo has very powerful systems that are currently offline. If we could get them working, even only temporarily, it might help. Okay, well, we don't have the power conduit done, so I guess I should have done that. Draft some pilots to help. Okay, so we get some tech points for 14 days. Well, that will help. I mean, it'll get things done a little bit faster. And Yang takes you up on the offer, albeit reluctantly. Just throwing more bodies at the problem won't necessarily make things go faster, but if it will shut them up, I'm on board. Later that week, the chief checks in with an update. As I feared, they were underfoot more than anything. Pauses, then bobs his head a few times. Okay, it was a little bit helpful, but any productivity increase over the next couple weeks is going to be from them not bugging me anymore. Okay. So, with that in mind, if we're going to have more tech points to work with, I may do more refits. We've got 11 days to travel. If I can squeeze something in that time, I may do it. Once the Shadowhawk's done, I think that's where we're going to do things. Okay, we'll play.
Those upgrades you asked for
All right.
are online, Commander.
So we are paused. So it is unfortunate we couldn't get anything temporarily, but at the same token, it would have been temporary. It wouldn't have been a permanent thing. So I'd rather have the tech points, so then I can do more stuff with, you know, refitting things and repairing and what have you. Okay, so I want to get to the ship upgrade screen here. All right, so we need to get the power system up. The Argo's power system is a wreck, and getting a minimal level power to the ship systems without constant trip breakers and burnouts is a minor miracle. We already read this. I'm terrified of the current state of the power system, Commander. Repairing it should be a top priority. Cannot bring most of the Argo's other systems online until the power is stable. Also, I'd avoid touching any exposed deck plating, just in case. So it's going to take 10 days. That will get done just as we arrive on planet, I guess. So that's good.
It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
Okay. Let's go back to the Argo and start playing.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
Okay, so financials report. I want to keep getting the morale up because we're doing quite well with that. So I'll go with generous again, but we may have to cut back in the near future. We're not making a lot of money with this contract, although once we get to weldry, we might be able to pick up more contracts. But we also have the ship upgrades to do and all that. Okay, so I'm going to play one more day, have the Shadowhawk be done. Then I'm going to look into the bay and see if we can make some switches of things. If I can't get it done in the 7 days, I won't do it. But if I can, I have a little idea of some things we can do. So the Shadowhawk that we just finished. Maybe I should have done this when I was doing the other refits, but I wasn't sure about the time frame and adding on time. But I think a real nice, easy upgrade. We did get those upgraded SRMs. We get more damage out of them. Replace this SRM6 with this SRM6, and that's it. That's not a lot of change, so I'm hoping it won't take very long. So we'll swap that out, swap that in. Not a huge change. More or less, everything's going where it was. It's just a different system of the same type. Okay, let's go ahead and confirm, see what that's going to do. I don't think there's anything else I really want to change here. I don't think I got any upgrade versions of anything else that we have. No medium lasers, no small lasers. The AC5 is already upgraded, so that's good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's confirm. So that will take 3 days. That's not bad. As long as we put it up as a higher priority, I think we'll be fine. So and this is taking advantage of that tech point that we have, too.
Logged and noted.
Okay, so manage tasks. Just to make sure that we get the advantage of that tech point, because I don't know exactly where we are on the time frame of everything. Let's put that there. We're just making our Shadowhawk just slightly more effective. I think from here on out, I'm probably going to pilot myself, that Shadowhawk. And then we'll have Behemoth and the Centurion glitch in the Trebuchet, and we'll have the Jenner be piloted by Decker. I might also be able to squeeze in an unchange with the Jenner too, but that's probably trying too much. Let's see. Let's see if we can squeeze that in as well. So the change I'm thinking about making is I'm going to be putting this more or less on a variant of the Jenner. So I'm going to strip out the SRM4, and we're going to up armor this thing a lot. So let's start with the arms. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do the same across other places. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're full up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Okay, we don't have a lot of tonnage left, so I'm going to have to back that off a bit. So 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So those are all the same. We'll back this off too. I kind of need to figure out do 2 here because I don't think we had any armor put in there. And then we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Now we have to figure out where we're going to really want that armor besides the couple places we put it. So we have 3/4 of a ton left. All right, so I'll put 1 apiece in the legs. Then we'll put the default for the rear. I mean, for the front. Front armor, 50. Wow. So you have less armor in the rear center than you do on the rear sides? That seems weird. Okay, well, at least get that up to slightly more, because that seems to make more sense. And then we'll go 1, 1, 1. And 1, 1. and one in the center. Okay. He's just carrying ammo that it cannot use. Oh, ammo. Yeah, duh. Now we have another ton to work with. Okay. Let's get a little bit more rear armor. Get this up to there. Okay. Here. Here. That there. Put that there. Okay. Legs. But yeah, we're putting a lot of tonnage on this sucker. No, we haven't been doing anything with the head. A couple there. Max that out. Okay, there we go. So a lot more armor on this thing. And the whole idea of this is, yes, we reduce the firepower slightly. But by doing that, taking away some of the heat burden. And we've also made this thing a lot more survivable. In those situations where we're fighting heavier opponents, 4 medium lasers is still a lot of firepower. This thing's still going to run a little hot, but it should be, you know, a little bit more survivable for sure. A little bit, a lot more, because we just added on 3 tons worth of armor. So let's confirm that. See how many days it's going to take. It's going to take 1 day. So that's no time at all, and I think we've made this thing a lot more effective. Yeah, we've reduced the firepower very slightly, but it's going to be a little bit better, I think, so in the end. So let's confirm, and we'll make sure that this is higher priority than the commando.
That's done.
So manage tasks. Wait. Hell? Did that not happen? Oh, it was instant? That's weird. It said it was going to take a day, didn't it? Maybe I just misread it. That's fine. I guess stripping items out and adjusting armor doesn't really take very long. All right, well, we got that instantly to happen. So, yeah, we have more durability than we would have had before. And the heat efficiency is going to be just slightly better. Not a lot better, but just slightly better. Okay, let's go ahead and continue.
That work order you submitted?
All right, all our work orders are done. Do I want to make any other changes? I honestly don't know. We could swap out the Blackjack's AC5 for one that's upgraded if we have one. Let's see what we got. No, I don't have any upgraded AC5, so nothing we can do with that. I could try and upgrade the Commando. That wouldn't take long. With that SRM6. Get a little bit more extra damage on that. Okay. I think that would work. So, refit. That'll take only probably a day, so we'll get it done in time. Not that it matters, because we're probably not going to run the Commando anyway, but in those circumstances where we do run the Commando, we get more damage, and damage on a mech this light would be, you know, fantastic. So, let's put that there, put that there, and let's confirm. That's going to take 3 days. Okay, well, still, we don't need this to happen before we get to the planet, so that's okay. And it probably will happen as we get to the planet anyway, because, yeah, 3 days. So, all right. So I feel like we've done a pretty good job here of modifying our mechs to make them just that slight bit more effective. So, let's continue. Okay, and our ship upgrade's going to have completed as we get into orbit here.
Job's done, Commander.
Hey, boss. We've just completed those upgrades.
All right, we arrived on Weldry. Not yet. I want to see about the engineering upgrade. So, ship upgrades. And I want to see if we got more things to look at. Yeah, we do. So, the one thing that I'd be most interested in at this moment would be the mech bay. we should have more tech points to work with. At this point, we're what? At 7? Finances. We're at 8, but that's because of the +1 that we have temporarily. But if we do this and we're up to 10, then we know this added a lot of mech tech. If we do it and it only adds 1, I mean, still better than it was before, so that's still good. But now we'll have more backup mechs, and I think that will make our situation a little bit better so that we can more constantly take contracts. So I think this is the upgrade that makes the most sense to take. All right, so time frame is 20 days, so it's going to take a while, and the amount of money is going to be a lot. But again, I think this is a valuable thing to do. So let's go ahead and purchase this and get that going.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
But what are other things we could have worked on? So we already knew about a lot of these things. We now have a possibly upgraded drive system. Let's see what this is all about. Travel time to and from jump points reduced by 20%. So that could be good. But what do we need? We need improved power conduits and the structural repair. So this is where the structure is going to start being important. Before we didn't see anything like that. Habitation pods, we need the structural repair to be able to do. Okay. This we could do right now if we wanted to. And what is this going to do? It's going to give us another morale point. So if that's the case, then yes, this should add on 3 additional mech tech because this is an additional morale. At least that's how I'm understanding it. Okay, and then we also have the automated systems here. So this is just going to give us straight tech points in both cases. And both of those we can do. And then what's this? So improved automation. We need to have some of these other things already done, and then the structural repair needs to be done as well. Training module is something that we now have available. This is going to give mech warriors gain 20 experience each day. That's pretty good. Then mech warriors with less than that much total experience can benefit from this training. So they have to be fairly inexperienced to gain that advantage. Okay. But still, I mean, that makes it so your backup pilots are getting experience so that you can actually use them. So that's good. I like that one, but right now, definitely the higher priority is going to get that second mech bay. Once we get that, I might do the training module, or I might do some of these other things, but I think that's it. And you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. So it's going to be a little bit shorter one, but we had a lot of things that we were doing there. We did some upgrades of both our mechs and our ship. And this gets us set up for the next video where we're going to just jump right into this fight. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.